Doctor Doom is arguably the character fans are most excited for to see introduced in the MCU, and if credible rumors are true, it sounds like he could be debuting this year. If you don't know, Doctor Doom is one of, if not the most formidable villains in Marvel Comics, so his introduction into the MCU is huge. But now with the official confirmation of Avengers The Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars, we could be on the precipice of Doctor Doom taking the spot of most powerful MCU villain. I think Doctor Doom will kill Kang in Avengers The Kang Dynasty. But you might be asking, isn't it too soon to set up Doctor Doom like that? Well, yes and no. First off, Doctor Doom isn't a one and done kind of villain like Thanos. After the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, there's really not much left to do with Thanos, so to get the most out of him, you build him up over years. Doctor Doom has so many different stories and connections in the comics. When you complete one story, there are still tons more to do with him. But what about Kang? Isn't he too quickly killed off then? That's a more valid argument against this theory. However, even if Kang is killed in Avengers The Kang Dynasty, it doesn't mean it's the last we ever see of him with his variants, time travel story, and most importantly, his blood relation to Reed Richards. Speaking of who Kang is related to, his other side of the family is, you guessed it, Doctor Doom. Kang is both a descendant of Reed Richards and Doctor Doom. Now, let's take a look at that Avengers title again. Avengers The Kang Dynasty. Seems likely that Doctor Doom wouldn't be a part of that movie somehow. If you know anything about the Secret Wars comics, it's also semi-likely that Doctor Doom would have a major role in that movie too. It just all depends on what Secret Wars comic run they're adapting, the 80s run or the more recent one. If it's the most recent one, Doctor Doom is a major player in that storyline. And in that storyline, this happens. Doctor Doom, as you can see, kills Thanos in the Secret Wars comic storyline. Since Thanos is already gone in the MCU, and we know Kang is currently being built up to be the next big bad, it's not a stretch to think they could swap out Thanos for Kang. Now, yes, I know the MCU doesn't adapt comic stories one-to-one. However, they do like to take the big beats out of them all and recreate them on screen. The Tony Stark Captain America battle in Civil War, we recreated that exact comic frame. And most importantly, the end of Avengers Infinity War is pretty identical to the Infinity War comics, where Thanos snaps and dusts half the universe out of existence. So, if they want to end the Kang Dynasty in a very similar way to Infinity War, this could be how they do it, and they end it with the heroes thinking they've won and beat Kang, but Doctor Doom kills Kang instead, setting up Doom to be the major player in Secret Wars. There are also theories about where the MCU goes after Secret Wars. The outcome of Secret Wars can drastically change the MCU. I've already made some videos discussing possible mutant outcomes. One major part of the most recent Secret Wars storyline is Battle Worlds. It's pretty much something Doctor Doom creates to pit characters against each other in battle. Now, I don't think the next saga is entirely the Battle Worlds saga. However, I think there's a chance that at least for part of Phase 7, the MCU's main setting is Battleworld, which would most likely have Doctor Doom as its ruler. And as I said earlier, there is so much more to do with Doctor Doom outside of Secret Wars, so even if he does become the villain of that movie and gets defeated at the end, he will still play a major part of the MCU for years to come. If he really is being introduced this year, which seems incredibly likely, I don't see them not using him in Avengers The Kang Dynasty or Avengers Secret Wars. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future Marvel videos every Monday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a wonderful day, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.